Hello, myself Ramanjit Kaur, and I am studying Master of Information Technology Enterprise Management. And I am studying in the subject of business practice for IT professional. And teacher has gave the topic of presentation on a successful leader, and that I have to submit it to the Mrs. Samira. And my student ID is 1103847704. And if I talk about when the teacher gave me the topic of the successful leader, then first of all, my father comes to my mind. And because he's a successful leader, and I have even though add some contents like introduction, history, leadership style, leadership qualities, conclusions, and references as well. If I talk about the history of my father, shadow on the life of my father, he was born on 10th of February 1970 in Patiala, Punjab, India. Joined first job as a constable in GRP in 1993. Then he was very curious to become a big officer. Then he became the superintendent of police in 2001, and after that he joined as a head of the village in 2003. And after a chronic disease that was very dangerous, and he met with the death in 2021. And if I talk about the characteristics, he's a very sympathy, loyalty, and amid competition, humility, and perseverance. If I talk about the sympathy, he was always showing empathy for the people in honoring their feelings, and do not even though play with the feelings. Every feeling of the people, he knows how he talk about the and everything. He's a very loyal, fair, sincere evaluation of the situation and the people involved. And he's a very willingness to open discuss the proper subjects and acting for a good of all in gain of the people. And he's a very courage in the face of resistance, loss of the scripts of hope, and everything like that. If I talk about the leadership qualities in my father, and he's a very integrity, innovative, honesty, active learning, confidence, effective communicator, decision making skill, problem solving skill. If anything happens in my relatives in the village, all the people are coming to my father for the like problems. For if they have any problem, then come to my father, because he knows how to solve the problem for every people, and everything is going very well in his life. And he do many struggle in his life. Whenever he was young, then my grandfather was died, and he has every opportunity, he has every struggle in his life, and everything is going very bad in his life whenever he was young. Leadership development elements, if I talk about this, timely and realistic assessment of leadership potential with an emphasis on leadership ability. He developed a specialized partner based leadership and developed program. In the development initiative, a number of practicals and behavior factors were taken into account. He knows the challenges, how challenges come to the life, because he overwhelming challenges that arise from the producing content and applying concepts to the development of lead for the post revolutionary responsibilities. And moreover, if I talk about the lessons that I have learned from my father, is that any business that can create a method to assess the emotion coherence of senior executive is dealing with the current problem. And if we are without going to any specific, no one group can solve an issue. At a senior level, risk is always present in worker cultural compatibility is the main culprit. Because even though I learned many lessons from my father in the life, how to do struggle, how to become a good man, how to become a good leadership, how to like get a better opportunities in the life. And moreover, I take some references from the other books, like from the like that I have mentioned five references in the PPT, and I take some content from these references. And moreover, in the end of the life, he met with the chronic disease, and he was even though struggling since 5 years before the death, and he was passed away on 26th June 2021. After when he passed away, I learned the lesson how the importance of the fathers in the life, because all the responsibilities came to my mind, and every my mother's responsibility and everything is going very bad after that, because he always do everything for my family and for the people in the village as well. In the villages, people are very sad after that moment, because that moment was a very bad for everyone, because all people love to my father and come to my father for any problems or everything like that. That's why all the people like the my father. And after that, I thank to the Mrs. Samira Mubarak that has given the topic of leadership, that I involved my father, and I even though missed my father in that moment. And moreover, I really thank to the Mrs. Samira that has given the topic for us. And that's all. Thank you.